What up, world? Welcome to another episode of Coast to Coast. My name is Jose.
And I'm Darian. And today we have a special guest. It's one of my friends from high school who I haven't seen since 2012, we just realized. Her name is Karla, if you want to say hey really quick.
Hi.
So we brought Karla on today because she is on TikTok and we don't really know anything about TikTok besides just watching the videos. So Karla, what made you start, even going on TikTok? How'd you find out about it?
It's actually a very funny story. So I've been on YouTube, I want to say since like 2017. And then it was like, okay, so I have a full-time job, right? And then I'm a part-time creator. So it kind of gets a little stressful when it comes to my own content. So one day I was recording, I was supposed to record a YouTube video. And I was really stressed. Like I turned on the camera and I was like, I can't do it. Like I just feel stressed. I don't want to record. Like I know I have something to post this weekend, but I can't do it. And then we had actually talked about Musical.ly at the time before I was TikTok at work. And I downloaded the app. So I was checking out the app for work purposes, not so much for like my personal use. And then that day, I remember I was in my studio because like I have like a little filming studio. And I turned off the camera and I was like, I'm not uploading to YouTube. I can't do it. Like people are going to notice I'm stressed and it's just not going to go well. I wasn't like in the vibe to do it.
Yeah.
So I went on my phone and I checked out Musical.ly, and honestly, it was like I think we talked about this, that it was so hard to use. And I was like, I downloaded it once before that. And then I got rid of the app because I couldn't figure out how to use it. And I was like, whatever. So then once I went back onto it, I ended up kind of just creating. Like I put the phone on my little tripod, and then instead of making a YouTube video, I decided to go on Musical.ly, and I started checking out the Musical.ly, and I was like, dude, these look so fun. And it's like 15 seconds, right? So I was like, 15 seconds, it's a piece of cake, and it looks kind of fun. So what happened was that I ended up just creating on the app because I felt like it was stress relief for me, even though I was stressed from creating on YouTube. It kind of makes sense because I was like, you don't have to edit. You don't have to like film and then go into editing for hours. And like the app basically does it all for you. You could film, you could edit, and it's all just like really fast and really fun. So I ended up going on it because it was a way for me to still be a content creator, but not feel as pressured as like, having to put an intro and outro, your transitions and everything. It was just so concise. And then after that, the algorithm, everything was just so unique because it wasn't so much of like, oh, this person has like 1 million followers, let's give her exposure. It was like, hey, like if your content's good and people are going to be exposed to it, and if they like it, they'll stay. And I really like that. I like that it was very like content creator friendly,
Yeah.
Kind of like.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So like what kind of content do you put up on TikTok?
It's all hair tutorials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When I first started, I kind of tried to do like some like skits, like some funny stuff. And then from there, I was like, which was actually funny because, Musical.ly was all about like singing and dancing and everything.
Yeah.
And I was uploading tutorials. So I think that's probably why people stuck around, because it's like, I wasn't really just dancing. I was doing like tutorials and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
So Jose, you don't know, but your hair is still pretty long, right?
I grew back, girl.
Okay, because I was like, I'm pretty sure it grew back. But her hair, her hair since high school or even before then has been super, super long. So
is there a way you can give me some of that? Because I'm missing some hair in my life.
Oh, yeah. I got tutorials.
Okay. That's awesome.
So you have like an affiliation with the Wish app. Like tell me about that. How did that come about? Like,
I actually get asked that every single day of my life on Instagram.
I'm sorry then.
No. It's not a bad thing. It's just so interesting to me. People are like, hey, like, how do I work with the Wish app? What did you do and stuff? So I think I need to like draft it. And then I usually draft it and then send it to people. But I love talking about it. I mean, the Wish app is interesting. It happened through YouTube. I think I uploaded like a brush review, I want to say, like a makeup brush review. And then they contacted me And I think, yeah, it was back, it was like actually the first year that I became a content creator. And then they contacted me and we ended up going to, you know how they're like partnered with the Lakers?
Mm-hmm.
We ended up going to a game, and then they had invited me to go just like kind of talk to them and get to meet them. And then from there, I kind of just became friends with them. And they actually came to Barstow, which is
Really?
yeah, like, yeah. I'm like, it was so funny because they were also like, hey, like we want to tour Barstow, and I was like, yeah, let's do it.
How long was that tour?
It was not that long. It was like, well, actually, you know, we went up to like Linwood and stuff. They were staying up there, so it was a little lengthy. They had some Del Taco, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yes, the best Del
Shout
Taco.
out to Del Taco.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Barstow Del Taco specifically.
They're everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. That video kind of took off. I think it's at like, it was like I mean, at the time, right? Like 20K or so. I don't know how much it's at right now. And then we kind of started working together because I speak Spanish too. So they were like, hey, you know, we want you for like certain campaigns for Spanish, since they're kind of, I don't know if they're really big in like they're how big that is, but we started doing that. That's kind of what happened, that I ended up, you know, doing work for them like
That's
that.
cool.
Mm-hmm. I have a few videos with them coming up too.
Oh, that's
really?
awesome.
Yeah.
I'll look for those then. That's cool.
Hey,
Okay.
Karla, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you remember the video you made that changed your life? And also, how do you stand out from other creators on TikTok?
Okay, as far as TikTok goes, yes, I do remember. The first video was, again, because my hair was super long. I think it was down to like my knees. So when I would sit, it was like on the floor. So I remember doing this video because I would upload videos just standing up and doing tutorials and stuff, or like little skits. And then people would always comment, your hair is fake. Like, she has extensions. I could see the tracks and stuff, right? So I did this video following up from that, where I like flipped my hair and I kind of just started going through it to show people that it wasn't fake. Because there was like kind of like the reason why I did that was because there was this girl that was like, my hair's really long, and I think she said she was like 12, and she's like, I don't want to cut my hair. You inspired me to have my hair long. And then girls would be like, oh, well, like her hair's extensions, so like, you know, it doesn't really matter. So then I started showing that, and then it was like I did this like video, like this little like 15-second type of music video to it, and then I sat on the floor, and then my hair was like touching the floor. That video, literally, I did not expect it. I fell asleep, woke back up, and it was like, I think it went crazy. I think it hit like that million that night or something.
Wow.
And I was like, wait, what? Like, I literally was, I don't know. I was like looking through it, like, wait, this is weird. Yeah. And then from there, people just started coming back because although I did hair tutorials, which I'm guessing maybe other people did, my hair was also really long. So that got like people's attention, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. So what are your thoughts on Trump trying to ban TikTok?
That's a good question.
Honestly, I do feel a little sad, you know, as a content creator, as and not, well, how do I kind of, like, I know it's something that we can't really get attached to things like that, right? Like, it's like there's apps like Vine that, for example, that got kind of taken away, and you should always kind of bring your content to other platforms for the same reason. Mm-hmm. But I feel like this platform in general, again, it kind of makes me sad because it does give content creators a chance. Like, anybody, like, there could be someone who starts an app, a profile today, right? And then they probably feel better about their content on TikTok than they do on YouTube or Instagram because of the algorithm, because of the exposure. And then at the end of the day, you do want the views, you do want that like connection with the people, because yeah, we love what we do, we love sharing that content, but it also motivates you, you know, like, hey, people actually want to watch videos, like people actually want to watch tutorials or DIYs about hair and stuff, and it kind of creates that bond. So I feel like if this app does go away, I feel like it does. I have like a little group of like other TikTokers that we kind of like group chat type of thing, and how we've talked about it. We're like, no, this can't happen, right? But I feel like a lot of us, I mean, including myself, we are a little bummed, you know, because this app is unique.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, like I love to watch videos like on YouTube, or not YouTube, oh my gosh, on TikTok. I can lay in bed for hours and just get lost in the videos. And I was like so determined to put up videos, but I was like, I don't understand how this works, so I can't do it. Like it's too complicated.
Yeah.
For me. And I only downloaded it because, you know, quarantine happened, and I was like, you know what? My husband's always on it, so let me download it too and see what he's always watching. And I'm addicted now, and I can't stop.
And it's so helpful. Like, it's so funny because my cousin, well, he took a while to get on the app, but my cousins and I would go to like Walmart, or we would just go to different places, and then my cousin would be like, oh yeah, I saw this trick on TikTok, like, and then like we would start like talking about it, like, you know, it's so helpful, right? Like sometimes you're like hacks and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't know, like I just think it's very helpful.
It's super helpful because, you know, a lot of teachers aren't actually going back to school in person. So I've actually been finding different tutorials on how to, like, you know, create a virtual classroom, or like different activities that you can do all online. So that's been helping me out a lot, because without that, I wouldn't have even known like what to look up online. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, and they're like really fast videos, right? They're like 15 seconds, you learn so much in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So, are you sad that it's going away? If it does go away, hopefully it doesn't.
I would be sad, because then like, what am I supposed to do before I go to bed now? Like, it's like a routine for me now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess just watch TV. I don't know. That's not the same. I like to just be able to go and watch so many things in like such a quick amount of time.
Yeah, it's a different experience.
Yeah.
I'm a big sucker for the animal TikTok videos. The dogs.
Oh,
Big
yes,
sucker.
recently. Yes. Those are so funny.
You said that you still do YouTube, or not, you're not too active on it anymore, or what's?
I'm semi-active. Like I started going back to it, but usually, to be honest, like usually I'll go on it if it's like something within like a company that it's like, oh hey, like by the way, like this will go on TikTok, but we also need this on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, but I try to get back into it, girl. But to be honest, like I said, I'm full-time working, so the whole editing has been killing me, and I'm just like, it takes a long time, you know, to upload down there. So
yeah. So companies like reach out to you, or you reach out to the companies that, you know,
they reach out to me. I think I've only reached out once because I found someone on TikTok and I was like, girl, like let's collab.
Yeah.
And then we ended up collabing, but yeah, usually they reach out to me.
That's cool. I'm jealous. I want somebody to reach out to me.
What? You will, girl, trust. They're gonna be like,
Yeah,
I
love.
want to go on your podcast.
I love your style, your accent. You know, you're straight California. You could hear that through the recording here. I just got to point that out.
Who?
You, Karla.
Oh,
You're real California. I can hear it.
Yeah, I honestly, I can't tell.
You know, I had a question. How do you deal with haters and trolls on TikTok?
I knew that question was coming. I don't know why. You know, I've gotten hate from the first, like, you know how people say you have to wait until you blow up to get the hate? I've gotten hate from the very beginning, even before it was a thing. And that was actually, okay, like, let me be honest. So, like, the first video that I said blew up, there was a lot of hate in it that I didn't really like. I wasn't prepared, and I started deleting the hate comments because I was like, wait, like, because they would talk about, it was a lot of like body shaming. Let's start with that. It was body shaming because I'm very, very thin, very petite. So at the time, you know, girls were probably like expecting something different. So I got a lot of that. I got a lot of like just different hate that I was like, it kind of like, how do I explain it? Like I wasn't really aware that that was what people were going to be going for. You feel me?
Yeah.
So at the very beginning, obviously I was deleting all the hate comments, not because I didn't want to look at them, but because I didn't want other people to look at them and think the same thing about me. So I think that was something that I had to it kind of helped me though, because now I'm just like, well, like it helped me become who I am now, if that makes sense. But now with the hate comments, now that like that kind of like already happened, I kind of like, it doesn't really get to me. At the beginning, like I said, it did, but now it's just like, okay, like people are always like, not everyone's gonna like you, you know, like, and you have to be ready for that. As a content creator, if you're willing to put yourself on the internet like that, you have to be willing to also take in the hate, you know?
Yeah.
So I just pay attention more to like the positive stuff.
Yeah. So you don't make like the videos like replying back to the hate like some people do?
I was advised to do that because they're like, you know, the whole clout thing and like, you know, people like drama.
Yeah.
But no, I just kind of focus on the positive. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. I like to focus on the positive. I feel like the negative is, the more attention you give to it, the more it's going to be there, you know?
That's good. Because I love drama. I love watching those videos, by the way. I'm like, ooh, tell them. You tell them.
Yes. Oh my God. No, I've never gotten into like a whole argument like that, except for like once with a really big influencer who actually copied my hair hack. And then she said she made it. But she has like millions of followers, which I didn't even know she was going to know who I was. So I wasn't really like, you know, but we did get into like a DM dispute, but not in public.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Because I want to see that. That's what I want to see. I'm all about the drama. I'm so nosy.
Yeah, you know, my cousin always says that. She's like, if people don't give me drama, I get bored. So that's probably why I'm like, I don't know. Like, I wish I was more like that, though. I wish I was into the drama.
How many subscribers do you have on TikTok?
I have 190,000, I want to say.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Do you, like, what do you do to get more subscribers? Or you just do whatever you want, and if you have the subscribers, cool. If not, whatever?
What do you mean?
Like, do you post, do you understand what I'm asking, Jose, or no?
Maybe. I think she's asking, like, is there something that separates you from your competitors that make people want to tune in? Maybe? Is that what I'm at? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
How do you keep people coming in?
Oh, okay. Well, you know, that's a great question. So when I started noticing, like when Musical.ly became TikTok, then it was all about skits, right? It was all about funny stuff, and I kind of stopped doing hair videos, and like my numbers did go down. Like I started getting back like more into like the whole dance thing and the whole skit thing, and I feel like I did it because I was like, well, this is what's popping, this is what people are watching, right? And then I ended up coming back to my tutorials, my DIYs, everything. And I feel like my subscribers or my followers started coming back. But I feel like it's because once I was able to just kind of keep creating hacks, and a lot of the hacks, I don't know how they even happen. Like sometimes I just dream of something and I wake up and I'm like, oh, that's a cool hair hack. And then I just do it. So I feel like it's a lot of things that you probably won't find out there. And I am able to focus on both like short hair, long hair, medium hair. I don't just kind of keep it with like long hair. I always do stuff that I feel like everyone can kind of relate to, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what helps people to follow me.
Cool. What's your favorite video that you've created?
I want to say when I cut my bangs just recently.
I knew you were going to say that, which they look cute. I really like them.
Thank you. I'm learning how to style them. They're a little hard. Someone actually commented, you know, maintenance is going to be crazy, and now I see what they meant. And the only reason why that's my favorite is because it's something that I've been wanting to do for so long, and I just haven't done it. Like I don't know if you've seen where I buy clip-on bangs, and I do the most to not cut my hair. I was just so scared. And then finally I just got brave. Like I literally woke up one day and I told my mom, like, yo, I'm cutting my hair tonight. And she's like, what are you going to do? I'm going to get bangs. And she's like, you're going to regret it. Everyone who gets bangs regrets it, right? And I was like, nah, I've been sitting on this for like, already I've been thinking about it. And I wasn't even gonna film it actually. Like I was literally just gonna go cut my bangs and just, call it a day. But then somehow I ended up just putting it on TikTok, and then that went crazy. That literally that blew up. That blew up compared to anything I've ever uploaded actually. So yeah, I think that's my favorite.
People love to watch people cutting their bangs, I guess.
Yeah. People were like, "Oh my gosh, she cut in." She wasn't even shocked, and I'm like, I was just ready for it. Like I was like, if it's messed up, that's it. 2020's been enough.
Yeah. Do you get any money from this? And if so, can you put me on?
That's part of the reason why I'm kind of bummed if TikTok does get banned, because just last week actually I started getting paid. I wasn't getting paid until like I became an official creator through my bangs thing actually. Yeah, I do. You actually get paid on TikTok through playlists. Like if you use specific, like, people who are trying to come up in the industry within music and stuff.
Okay.
They're the ones who pay you. They're like, hey, yo, can you use my music? And, but yeah, through TikTok as well, you do get paid. But I mean, the money's mostly through like sponsorships or like through people sending you products to review and all that,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so yes.
That's cool. I'm like fascinated by all of this.
It's interesting. I think it's fun,
Were you gonna say something, Jose?
Yeah. So I'm curious to know what you think about fame and what TikTok has brought to you. What do you feel when strangers are like, "Oh my God, that's Karla across the street"?
It's only happened once, and I was actually at Target, and someone recognized me, and I was like, it was weird. Okay, so like where I work, like I'm not really gonna get into like where I work and stuff, but I do work with people who do have fame, right? So I feel like because of that, it doesn't really like I don't get how do I like I think that's kind of helped me. Like I'm not so much of a starstruck type of person, so I feel like I kind of expect that from people too. So like whenever like if I do see someone and they're like, "Yo, it's Karla," I feel like I don't really see it like that. I kind of see it as like, oh, it's just like people,
Yeah.
But what's crazy? Actually, now that you said that, this morning I woke up to this TikTok of this girl that was crying, and I was like, why is she tagging me in this? Like, what did I do? So she was crying, and she was like, oh my gosh, you guys, and she did a green screen where she's like Karla with the K. I commented because she did a duet with me. Like had commented on it. I was like, yo, thanks for the duet, much love and stuff. And she was crying, and she was like, yo, like Karla with the K liked my video, and she commented on it, like, look, you guys and stuff. And I was like, she's like, I hope I can meet you one day in person. And I was just like, I was sitting there like waking up, right, rubbing my eyes, and I was like, girl, like, I thought it was so funny, but I was like, oh, that's so sweet, right? So I don't know, like I don't really see it, like I don't know, like I'm not very like I'm just very simple, like
Yeah. Is there any influencers that you look up to? Like who did that make sense? Yeah.
like in general, or like
Yeah.
doesn't have to compare stuff. Oh, you yes. Well, like one is Desi, like Desi Perkins. I don't know if you know who she is. Desi Perkins. Yeah, I look up to her a lot because it was one of the first creators I want to say that I came across, and she's done so much like that. I mean, I did meet her, and she seemed so humble. That was probably it. That I was like, yo, she's really big, but yet she's like so humble about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jose, do you know?
Nah, I don't know who that is. But I'm definitely gonna look her up.
Yeah, she's so cool.
I feel like I know who that is, but then I'm probably wrong. Like I don't know who anybody is. I'm so out of the loop. I don't know.
Yeah, she actually just launched like I think a sunglasses little thing, and I was trying to get me some, but they sold out instantly, so waiting for that.
I'm trying. No, I don't know. I'm gonna look it up too because I don't know.
Anyway, shout her out. Amazing influencer. I'll look you up. Shout out to you. After it's all said and done, right? or maybe not all said and done, because you got a whiles to go. What's your long-term goal in being a TikTok influencer or social media influencer?
Oh, okay. So, well, okay. I don't know how to answer that because there's a lot of things. One thing I have never actually said before, so y'all getting an exclusive.
Exclusive alert!
Yes.
Exclusive alert with Karla K in the mix.
I want to write a book, so I do want to be an author, which is kind of interesting because it has nothing to do with hair. But I love reading, so I want to have a book. And as far as like hair stuff goes, I don't know if I want anything like with hair. I mean, I would want like hair extensions, maybe. I know that's a thing, but I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to see exactly like as far as like brand goes, if I will ever launch anything. You know how everyone's like launching, lashes and different things. Nothing. I don't want to launch anything that doesn't feel real. That doesn't feel like, hey, I just want to sell you this, or I just want to get your money because you watch Karla with the K. I want something that actually like makes sense to me. I do want to keep creating, and I eventually want to not reinvent myself, but I want to get into the whole like petite fashion. Like I said, I am very, very tiny, and it's been so difficult to even like get clothes. So I feel like I want to kind of be that for other women that can relate as well.
Yeah.
So maybe it's something like that. Kind of continuing on with my content creation as far as hair goes, but also getting into fashion in a way.
That's awesome.
That is, yeah. I like that. What would you write about? Like, what do you want your book to be about?
I want to write a scary story or scary stories. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So I want to do kind of like, I don't know if you ever read like Goosebumps.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love
for sure.
Yeah. I want something like that. Or something like even eventually like Harry Pottery. I don't know. Something cool. Like that makes you leave Earth for a bit,
I'd read it. Yeah. Let me know when it comes out.
I also want a sticker book, but I want all these things. We're always like, we want this, we want that, but I love stickers and planners. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
so I don't know if you know this, but at Coast to Coast, we like to make each episode about the person we're interviewing. I am truly grateful that you've taken the time to come in and talk with us. At this moment, is there anything that you want to promote? Anything you're proud of? Anything you want to shout out?
Well, I would say just follow me on TikTok, even though I might get banned. Follow me on Instagram. That's usually where I keep up with stuff. And there's a lot of cool stuff coming. Actually, yeah. There's a few videos with Wish. I am working with a company for hair stuff from Sephora, which I can't really talk about just yet, but there is some cool stuff coming with that. And just to keep up with me, I would say follow me on Instagram if you want to.
And what was the Instagram again?
Oh, Karla with the K _.
Okay.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you again so much. I appreciate you coming on and talking to us and, trying to make us keep up with TikTok because I don't keep up with anything. And I'm going to look up that girl after this because I don't know who that is. But thank you guys again for listening to another episode of Coast to Coast.